Namaskaram Sadhguru. I read in Mystic's Musings that if I give Reiki to someone, I might take on their karmic patterns. How can I protect myself from that?
By not doing it. Because these are all things that have come out of dropouts from Buddhist ministries. If you see people bursting out here with different kinds of energies, whatever, it's the milder lot, they're more violent people who they are a burst of energy. If we want to convert them into healers, they would be very effective healers, no question about it. But if anybody attempts any such thing, they had it. I'll wrap them up in such a way that they'll never again know anything spiritual in their whole life. And definitely we'll check them out of this place also, because we don't want such people. Not because we are against relieving another person's pain, but you meddling with another person's life process without knowing the whole of it is irresponsible. It's like you saw, these days you can see videos of major surgeries happening. So you saw a video like this, you observed everything very carefully. So tomorrow somebody has a problem, you take a shaving razor and decide to do a surgery upon him. I'm telling you, some people may survive this. People have survived such things, isn't it? Many times in battle zones, in nature, when accidents happen, people have performed absolutely crude surgeries upon somebody and they have survived. But that doesn't mean that's the way to do surgery, isn't it? That's not the way to do surgery, isn't it so? It's just that some people might have survived such surgeries. In extraordinary conditions, it was done. So, any kind of meddling with other people's energies is very juvenile. It's coming out of a certain immaturity and a certain egoistic state of wanting to play God. If it is coming out of compassion, what's your problem? Let everybody's karma come to you as long as he's relieved, what is your problem? That's not it. You want to play God with gloves on. It doesn't work like that. God didn't play the games with you, the conspiracy with you, with gloves on. He got himself into you to play this game. It's only the priest who told you that he's sitting up there and watching everything. But look at the way life is happening. The source of creation got itself trapped in you, isn't it? Yes, isn't it so? Unless you have that kind of involvement, you don't meddle with such things.
This is Huck Finn, one of my favorite characters growing up. Moby Dick and Huck Finn kind of lived in my head for some time. Nobody else really occupied me very much.
Yeah. Mississippi, very close to Hannibal, where most of Mark Twain's important works were done. In many ways, Mark Twain's work has been the cornerstone of evolution of American literature. Because till then, I think everybody was trying to write in fine English language, sophisticated, of the elite. But Mark Twain managed to capture Uh, the vivid nature of life and its struggles and its possibilities and its joys in the rough, raw language of the common people, where the common people of the time here were upon these riverboats doing work like logging, mining, their language and their vocabulary was very limited. With that and various expressions of sounds which are not really words, which were used on a daily basis, like yes is yeah, which has all become part of today's language. He captured something so vivid and fantastic without too much usage of verbose. I think in many ways that is the cornerstone of evolution in American literature. I am paraphrasing, I don't remember the words exactly. I think Ernest Hemingway said something like this, a great writer himself, said, almost all American literature has come out of that one book, Huckleberry Finn or Huck Finn. That's an unparalleled comment for anybody. That's the kind of influence you had. That's the kind of influence he had upon American literature. And it's life in many ways. So, today we are at Hannibal. Hannibal, people say, at least the tourist brochures say, that is like one big love letter in appreciation of who Mark Twain was.
You have said creation has done its job, now it's your job to live the life. It's rather than looking up. But you have also said upasana, you should be a side role, not main role. But these two things are it seems contradicting to me at least. How is this?
So, has creation done its job? So one half of the statement is right. No contradiction about that. Have you done your job? No. So the other part is also right. At the same time, I'm saying be in upasana because your role in the existence is so small. Everything that happens to you largely is being done to you. Are you spinning the planet? No. Could you live if it did not spin? Could you live? No. Are you managing the atmosphere? No, you're spoiling it, but you're not managing it. Are you making your heart beat? No. Are you breathing? Everything that's vital to life is happening, isn't it? Your business is just to become receptive to the bounty of life, to know life in its fullest way. If you're willing to be blissful, joyful, do something worthwhile about yourself, or you're willing to do something worthwhile about 10 people around, we will take care of your living also. All you have to do is, to whom? Just the creation. Isn't it big enough to bow down? Isn't it big enough to bow down? Just the creation. On top of that you want one more thing? Isn't creation itself big enough to bow down, I'm asking? Isn't the mountain big enough to bow down? I find even the tree and an ant big enough to bow down because not one of them can we figure. all your intelligence. You can't figure a leaf upon this tree, one leaf. So, just the sheer intelligence of everything that is happening. When you can't figure anything, what do? That's all I said. Stay in Upasana, because anyway, your role is so minor in this existence that tomorrow morning if you evaporate, no problem. Only if you leave your mess here and go, problem. But if you simply evaporate, no problem for anybody, isn't it? Yes or no? So your role in your own life is so minor, so very minor. Everything is being done to you, just everything. So, how can you be the hero? When you have a two-bit role, if you think you are a hero, you're making a serious mistake, isn't it? That's all I'm talking about. I'm not talking about doing any great spiritual sadhana. But if you live in truth, that is a sadhana. What else? To stop the lies that you're creating, that is all the sadhana. Searching for truth, knowing truth does not mean you have to go in search of it somewhere. It's not hiding behind the mountain, it's on this side, you know. Right now, this part of the planet is dark. So will you go looking on the other side? No, it's here. Truth means just this. Whatever there is truth. Whatever you have made up is a lie. That's all there is, isn't it? And you being a hero in this existence is your rubbish. It's got nothing to do with reality. If you understand that, you understand you have a very minor role in the existence, not just in the making of the existence, in your own life. Even if something as simple as breath or heartbeat is left in your hand, you will be a complete mess within a minute. Yes or no? So, I'm not saying anything new, not a teaching, just reminding you the reality of what your life is. And that's all living in truth means, that you're not made up any… You're not writing your own story, you're trying to live life. If you live life, you can only live it the way it is. Only if you make up a story, you can make your own story, isn't it? If you are doing fiction, you can make it up the way you want. If you're living life, you can live life only the way it is. There is no other way to live. So do not think it's some kind of a teaching. That's how life is. Just live it. Don't make up any story. If you make up a story which is not true, and believe it is true, when your script comes to an end, then you'll be at loss because there's nothing. If you go with reality, it is on, whether you're alive or dead, it's on. You being with it is the safest way to be, best way to be. That's the only way you can experience life. Otherwise, you will experience the treachery of your own words. Nothing else.
If something in you became quieter, clearer, or maybe even more restless after this video, then it was already worth it. Let us know what you felt, tell us your city, and if you can, subscribe and send it to someone who would appreciate this too. These little actions help the message go further. Thank you, Big Hug, and see you in the next video.